All right, actually, we're gonna start up at tall kneeling, or you can start at standing. We would be starting at standing usually, but we have a small frame, so so start either standing or in tall kneeling. You'll want a mat for this, or just something to lay down on, and you might also want to grab yourself a towel. We'll just be using this to help assist us. You may not need it, but a little towel or like a little pillow to sit on or to help assist you might be really handy. So start by just lifting the shoulders up, then drop it down. Let's do a lift and drop. Draw the belly in, connect to your breath. Inhale on the way up, let it out as you drop. Inhale, exhale, drop. A few more. Inhale, exhale. Last two. Last one. Keep those shoulders dropped down as you reach the fingertips up towards the ceiling. Draw the belly button in towards the spine. Lower the arms back down again. Just a couple more like that. Again, just connecting to the breath. Inhale on the way up. Exhale on the way down. You can also, again, do this standing. Lifting up. You can lift the heels up as well if you're standing. We just don't have a big enough frame for both of us to stand right here. So you go wherever you need to. Lift the arms all the way up. Draw the belly button in. Tighten through the core. Peel yourself like your wallpaper peeling off of a wall. Curl yourself all the way down. If you're in standing, you're going to go to a forward fold. If you're with us, just gently put your hands down onto the floor. Let your head hang. Just give yourself some gentle sways side to side. Just relax. Try to release any tension from your jaw. Wherever feels good here. And however you need or want, you're going to make yourself all the way down onto the mat. Laying all the way down. We still have our matching jammy pants on. We did a seated workout earlier today in honor of my mom, who gave us these matching jammy pants. So, you know, Tuesday jammy day. That's what's happening. Everyday jammy day, really, is what's happening. All right, laying all the way down. Roll the shoulder blades down your back. Squeeze them together, pull them down. Open it through the collarbone. I like to engage my abs in 3 steps. This is what helps me. So let's try it out. First step, suck the belly button in like you're trying to button up that last button on a tight pair of pants. I use that metaphor all the time, so hopefully you can relate to it too, but it's that drawing in feeling, and you also lift it up. So I'm not just sucking down, I'm also trying to scoop it up. Then from there, imagine someone has a hold of your tailbone and they're pulling it in the opposite direction. As they pull it, I press my lower back down onto the mat. It's a really small, subtle movement. I'll move my hands out of the way so you can see. Release that. So suck the belly in, tailbone back down on the mat. Pull. From here, these ribs are going to tuck in a little bit deeper. So 3 steps. Go and release all of that. Step 1, suck the belly button in, scoop it up. Step 2, draw the tailbone long, lengthen the spine on the mat. Step 3, draw the rib cage down and in. One more time. Step 1, step 2, step 3. You want to try and keep this engagement the entire class. We'll probably forget, I'll probably forget, or I'll get tired. So give yourself a break, but reassess to your 1, 2, 3 whenever you need to. Legs come up to a tabletop position. If that's feeling like a little much, or you feel yourself lose your 1, 2, 3, then keep the feet down. Can we curl? Head, neck, and shoulders up. Lengthen through the collarbone. Keep a gap between chin and chest. Stretch your arms long. Start to pump those arms. Going into 100. Breathing in. 2, 3, 4, 5. Out. 2, 3, 4, 10. In. 2, 3, 4, 5. Out. 2, 3, 4, 20. Keep going. Out, 2, 3, 4, 30. Out, 2, 3, 4, 40. Pulling the belly button down towards the spine. 50, squeezing inner thighs together. 60, option to lengthen the legs out longer, but make sure the lower back stays on the mat. Out, 2, 3, 4. 80, in. Out, 2, 3, 4, 90, last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bend the knees, relax it all the way in. Give yourself a tight little squeeze, gently rock and roll up and down your spine. Give yourself a little. Yeah, massage that spine. Then stretch the legs long. Flex the toes. Reach your arms up towards the ceiling. All right, this is my Pilates kryptonite. You're all going to see it. 1, 2, 3. Draw belly in. Lengthen tailbone. Tuck the ribs in. Roll up. Curl yourself up one vertebra at a time. I have a sticky spot. I can never get past this spot without help. So I'm going to grab behind my legs or put my elbows down on the ground and curl myself up. And then I'm going to grab my towel and put it back behind me, right behind my cheeks. Curl myself back down again. You may need to adjust your towel to whatever works best for you. But now, keep my legs heavy. Reach the arms overhead. Keep that 1, 2, 3 connection in my abs. Curl yourself up one vertebra at a time. That gives me just enough leverage to curl myself up. Round the spine, pulling the belly button in, curving up and over a giant imaginary ball. Curl yourself back down. Make little adjustments if you need. Try and draw the shoulder blades back. Open up to the collarbone. Maybe you don't get all the way up. Even with the towel, maybe all I do is come up this much. That's okay. That's still working the abs. You go to your range of motion. You go where you need for your body. Try to keep the legs heavy on the floor. I have a hard time doing it too. But once those legs lift off of the ground, it's that red flag that we're now using hip flexors, and the abs have kind of not given out, but we reached the end of our abs and our hip flexors are kicking in. We're trying to soften through the legs, keep legs grounded onto the floor, rounding up and down. Let's try one more wherever you are. Inhale, exhale, pull the belly in, round it through the spine. Try and keep that nice long neck. If you have that towel back behind you, go ahead and move it to the side. Then roll yourself all the way back down again, one vertebra at a time. There's that little space where you feel like, oh, you're right on that edge. Can you hold onto that edge a little bit longer? And see how slow you can go all the way down. Good. Going into a reverse crunch. Setting up for a rollover if you want to, but we're just going to do little baby steps into it. Bend the knees in towards your chest. Hands go down by the side. Pull the belly button in. Knees come towards your chest. Push into your hands. Float your tailbone up. Then set it back down. Super small. If you want, you can tap the toes down towards the floor. So make sure lower back stays planted on the mat and belly stays sucked in. Again, little tuck of the pelvis lift and lower. Maybe your tailbone comes out of the floor. Maybe it doesn't. What we are trying to avoid is this bounce. So we're not bouncing, not using momentum, using control. Would rather see a little small, where maybe even the tailbone doesn't come off of the floor, but the muscles are engaging. We'd rather have that than to see a big momentum swing. You should feel those lower abs really digging in, especially if you had dinner before this. Keep breathing. And that 1, 2, 3 of the abs, suck the belly button down, lengthen the lower back onto the mat, tuck the ribs in. If you have it in your practice, you can straighten the legs, curl up a little bit higher. Maybe start working your way into full rollover. If you do not have this in your practice, keep with those reverse crunches. Roll over, toes go all the way over, try and get the legs parallel to the ground back behind you. Flex the feet, open up the legs about shoulder width distance, then curl yourself down one vertebra at a time. Legs lengthen away from you, lower back stays on the mat, point the toes, legs come together, and you repeat. Keep going. In that rollover, try and lengthen your neck. Try and stretch to the crown of your head. Yeah, good control. If you want some extra spice to this, try reaching your arms overhead. I can't do it either. Try reaching your arms overhead and see if you can roll yourself over. Yeah, flex the feet. Nice, puppy. And then curl down slow and controlled. Yeah, he's got that. All right, stretch both legs down onto the mat. Single leg circle. Flex both feet. Right leg or one leg goes up towards the ceiling. Hips stay steady and square. In fact, you can put your hands on your hips. That right toe crosses over the midline, circles down, around, swoops up to the top and pauses. Again, circle down, around, pause. you're trying to stop in the same point every time you reach the top. So precision. Hip bones are staying still. Imagine like you have 2 martini glasses balancing on your hip bones and you don't want to spill that drink. It's a great party trick. Try it at home. Yeah, lengthening through that leg. Now you're rooting down your muscles into the floor, using all of your muscles to ground down to keep as still as possible as that leg is circling around. Circle other direction. Leg goes out, crosses over the midline, stops at the top. Yeah. Out, around, stop at the top. Now again, if you want to try a little extra spice to this, you can try reaching your arms overhead. It's going to feel more wobbly, so maybe that means the leg has to circle smaller. It's not about how big the leg circles, it's about how steady you can keep your body planted into the mat. Woo! Grab onto that leg that's up in the air, above or below the knee, draw the nose towards the knee. Float the other leg off of the floor, scissor kick transition, do a little pulse, pulse, switch. Pulse, pulse, switch. That little pulse, pulse is gentle. Do not force it, don't pull on it too hard, but you can use your hands to gently curl up higher. Do a little pulse, curl up higher, switch. Pulse, lift up higher, switch. Keep drawing the belly button down and in. Try and straighten those legs as long as you can. And breathe. One more each side, make sure you even out. Second leg is in your hands. Lower that leg down onto the mat. Keep the second leg up towards the ceiling. Ground the hands down by your side. Single leg circle on the other side. Cross over the midline. Around the side. Pause at the top. Cross over. That crossover probably feels harder to do than the out and around. Try and make your circle even. So I want to cross over my midline just as much as I'm going out to the side. So if your circle's looking lopsided, you cut it shorter on one side or try and reach further on the other side. Grounding down, using your muscles to root down like a mighty oak tree into the floor. Circle other way. Circle around. Ground down through that heel. That standing leg or bottom leg should be as still as possible. Everything is planted down. This is like the wind trying to shake the trunk of a tree. Be strong as that wind tries to shake us up. Hold at the top, grab onto the leg, pull your nose towards your knee, get yourself that big stretch, lift the other foot up. Second round of scissor kicks down, can we single them? If you need to relax the head down anytime you can, keep the belly pulled in, keep the rib skin in, keep the tailbone long. Almost there. Keep breathing. 3, 2, even out both sides. 1, tuck the knees into the chest. Can relax, shake out those feet. Rolling like a ball. Grab onto your ankles, tuck in your nose. You can bring the knees out to about shoulder width, big toes stay together. Start to rock and roll yourself forward and back. Then come all the way up to sitting. Then scoot yourself to the edge of your mat. Going into full rolling like a ball. Same position. Grab onto those ankles. Round the spine. Try and find your balance point first. I'm on that tailbone. Hover the toes. Maybe they hover, maybe they don't get lift off today. Round the spine, pull the belly in. It's like your belly button has a string and someone's pulling it back behind you. Tuck the pelvis under. Lengthen yourself around a giant imaginary ball. On the inhale, you roll back. Exhale, you roll up. Try and find a balance at the top. Worst thing that happens is you don't find that balance. That's okay. Inhale back. Exhale up. You're also trying not to use momentum. I know I like using momentum on this. I get scared I'm not going to make it, so I try and kick my feet up. Try to keep those heels drawn in. Inhale back. Exhale up. And there's an element of play to this. You're allowed to laugh. You're allowed to smile. If you want it to be harder, then grab on the opposite elbows. I know, I'm really making Bucky do all the hard stuff. He'll have his revenge in just a second. So you can grab onto the opposite elbow, make your ball smaller, and try rolling like a ball in a tighter ball. Inhale on the way back, exhale, see if you can come all the way up. Yeah, he's got it. Knew it. few more tries wherever you are. This is also great with kids. Try this out with some kids. Well, with like the family member kids that you, not just random kids, like, you know what I mean. Go relax it all the way down. Woo! All right, Bucky's taking over for this next one.
All right, doing the ab series minus scissor kicks, because we did those already. All right, we're gonna start from rolling like a ball. So, feet up in the air, balance, extend your right leg long. Other hand goes near the top of the knee. Lower yourself down, one vertebrae at a time. Good. From here, we're going to switch. And switch. Outside hand is going to be lower, closer to your foot. This way, when we switch, we're not pulling the foot in. And continue, switch. Exhaling on the knee coming in. Now we're going to double that. We're going to inhale for 2 and exhale for 2. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. Tips of your shoulder blades are on the mats. Head is up, looking into your belly button, pulling your belly button in to your spine. And hug both knees in. Woo. That was long, but we did it. Double leg stretch. From here, we're going to extend our legs out. On 1, extend and arms come up on 1, arms come around on 2, 3, hug your knees back in, 3 steps, let's repeat that, and lengthen, 2, 3, repeats, lengthen, 2 and 3, good, make it flow, flow, keep those abs tight, pulling that belly button into your spine. Come on, rest for the night. Do a little work right now.
I was trying to aim my legs up so people could see you, but it also made it easier for me.
Midnite's doing a great job keeping her belly button pulling down into the floor. Tips of her shoulder blades are still on the mat. And let's do one more. Good. From here, you can rest your head down for a second. Rock your legs side to side for a little breather. And instead of the scissor kicks, we're going right into lower lifts. All right. From here, hands are going to be placed behind your head. We're not cranking on your head to lift yourself up. Be nice to your cervical spine. That's your neck. All right, lengthen. You got a grapefruit or apple or whatever you have laying around underneath your chin. Separate your chin from your chest. Lift yourself up. Shoulder blades, tips are on the mat. Lower down about 45 and lift. Good. You're going to feel this in your lower abdominals. Continue. Don't try to overdo it and extend your legs too long. We don't want your back coming up. See that? You shouldn't be able to reach your hand all the way through like that. As soon as you feel pressure coming up, you're too far. Keep that engaged. You may only be moving 10 degrees. That's fine. That's your limitation right there. We don't need to do a lot of these. Let's do 4 more.
What?
3. 2. You're getting a little breathing. And 1, break, good, hug your knees in, good, press your head down. You can rock side to side. All right, last ab exercise. Yep, so we're doing 4 instead of 5. Already did the transition for scissor kicks. We're moving into bicycle. For bicycle, it's, or crisscross, it's similar to bicycle. The only thing we're going to start with, we're going to start by going slow. Whenever we twist, bringing the elbow to your knee, we're going to hold that for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Inhale, exhale on the twist. 1, 2, 3. It's going to burn. If you need to shake this out, shake this out. One more time on each side, and then we're going to speed it up. Good, and let's speed it up, and go, and go. 6, 6. 5, oh yeah, 5, 4, 4, 3, it sucks, but it's good for you. One more each side, 1, and rest. How's that feel, Midnight?
Feels great, Bucky.
Feels great.
Yeah,
Ooh,
thank you.
My abs are so hard. That was amazing.
All right, we're moving into saw. I'm going to turn and face you. Bucky, if you want to stay facing that way, then you get 2 sides, 2 angles. Feet are going to go out wider than hip width distance. If you need the towel to sit up on, if you feel like you can't sit up straight and you're rounding your spine, grab that towel as just a little bolster. Sit right on top of it. It'll give you some extra space so you can really lengthen the spine, bring the tailbone back, open up through the collarbone.
Or yoga block works too if you have one.
Arms come out wide, pull the belly button in, inhale, exhale, twist to one side. Keep the hips even, keep the heels from shifting. Carve the pinky finger towards the pinky toe. Put the back hand up like you're trying to high five the ceiling. Draw the nose towards the knee. Hold. Just give yourself this rinse for the spine. Inhale, stack the spine up center. Exhale, twist the spine. Pinky finger towards pinky toe. Back hand flips. Nose towards the knee. Hold for a breath. Inhale on the way up. Let's speed it up. Exhale, twist. Saw down. Inhale up. Exhale, twist, and saw. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist, saw down. It's like you're trying to saw your pinky toe off with your pinky finger. Sit bones are grounded down into the mat. Lift up through the heart. Find that nice postural vertical spine every time before you twist it down. Rotation through the spine, super useful, really good for us. And again, not a move that we do very often every day. Yeah, oh yeah, give that yoga block. One more on each side, gang. Twist, carve it down, lift it up. Last one, exhale, twist. Bring it up. All right, we're flipping it over onto our stomach. Let's get a little back extension. Working into swan dive. Different options for swan dive. I will cue us through different levels. You stay at whichever place you want to stay at. First one, swan prep. Hands go underneath the shoulders. Forehead can either go down on the mat or it can just hover off of the mat. Now before you do anything, pull your belly button up off of the mat. It may not lift off of the mat today, that's okay, as long as you're trying, you're strengthening. So imagine like there's an ice cube or a hot coal that someone put right underneath your belly button. You're trying to lift it up off of that hot coal or ice cube. Keep that engagement of the belly button sucking in. Push into your hands, lift up through the heart. Don't look up, you're not straining the neck. You're reaching the back of your head longer. Draw the shoulder blades down your back. Lengthen, little baby cobra for my yogis out there. Then lower back down again. Just that much again. Lifting up, pull the shoulder blades down. Keep the belly sucked in, lower down. Option to stay here, or you can push, lift up higher. Just make sure wherever you go, you're not sinking into your shoulders. Keep the shoulders down, keep the neck long, keep the belly pulled in. Working through finding your extension. Don't judge it, just honor wherever feels like you, the place you need to be. If you want to add on, squeeze your glutes, lengthen your legs. As you lower the chest down, lift the legs up. Lower the legs down, lift the chest up. So I'm really engaging all the muscles in the back of my body to keep myself in like a Superman position, and I'm tilting myself forward and back. You can absolutely just keep it to the upper body. Don't have to add the lower body. You can use a little bit of momentum. One of the only times you can use momentum in this class. Start to give yourself a little dive. Then you throw those hands overhead, dive it forward, then re-catch. Dive forward, re-catch. Maybe you do the look ma no hands version, soaring overhead. Last 3, 2, 1. Push it back into a child's pose. Yes, if at any time you need to take a break, take a break. That was the right thing to do. Again, listen to your bodies, team. Once they've reached their fatigue, once it's reached its limit, or once you're just like, I'm good, then you can always take that rest. And you take care of yourselves. Let's keep getting into that back side. Lay it over onto your back, going into hip bridge. Ground down through the heels. You want the heels to be about where the fingertips are, maybe like an inch away from the fingertips. Heels should be underneath the knees. Squeeze the butt and do a tuck of the pelvis. Imagine you have a long puppy dog tail and you grab it and you curl it in between your legs. Just do that. Grab it and curl it between your legs. So that little tuck, little pelvic thrust, Rocky Horror Picture style. Little Thrust forward. Squeeze the glutes, dig down in the heels. Tuck, push. Once you have that tuck, then you can lift up a little bit higher and lower back down. But it's super small. It's different than doing a hip bridge in yoga. It's a smaller range of motion, and we're focusing on the articulation of the spine, pushing the heels into the mat, squeezing the butt. It's not about how high your hips go. It's about how hard you're engaging into your seat and pushing into your hamstrings. Now open up through the collarbone. Those shoulders are rounding forward. Try and press them open. If you want to add a little extra spice to this, bring your legs together. Squeeze, lift up. I always feel like when I squeeze my legs in towards the midline, just gives a little bit more resistance to me tucking up. If that feels wonky on your knees, keep it out to that hip width distance version. Wherever you are, lift it up, pulse it at the top. A little pulse, 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 pulse. Knees still going over the toes. Make sure the knees aren't bowing out. They stay parallel over those feet. Option to lift the arms up towards the ceiling or to reach the arms overhead. That way all the stabilization is in the legs, not in the arms. Hold in 4, 3, 2. Hold it. Can we balance on one leg? Can we play with lifting up the other foot? Maybe drawing that knee in towards the chest, extending it up towards the ceiling. Maybe not. Maybe you stick to that double leg and you just shift your weight. Hold it here, breathe, squeeze, bend that knee, set it down. Over to the other side, shift your weight, but try to keep the hips even. Float the opposite foot up. Maybe you draw the knee in towards the chest. Maybe you reach that heel up towards the ceiling. Make sure you're not shifting the hips, you're not kicking the leg up. You're reaching the heel up towards the ceiling, but keeping the hips, get those martini glasses, balanced and even. Bend the knee, bring it down, and curl the tailbone all the way down. Nice work, team. All right, rolling onto our side. Line your back up against one edge of your mat, or just make sure it's straight. A lot of times we like to bring our chest forward. We want to be nice and straight. Cradle the head in the hand or the ear on the bicep. Bring your legs, lift them up like you have a mermaid tail on. Just do a lift and lower. Lift, lower. Crunching through the obliques. I can absolutely put this hand down to help give me some extra leverage. Just feel that into the side of the core. Pull the belly button in. Hold the legs up. Shift them to the front of the mat or a few inches, or maybe like a foot in front of where it would be if you were in a straight line. Lift up the top leg, side kicks. Bring the leg forward, flex the foot, bring the leg back. Point the foot, bring it forward, flex the foot, swing it back. I should say press it back. You don't want to swing, so we're not using momentum. We're controlling this. Try to keep the hips stacked, try to keep the shoulders stacked. Now those martini glasses have traveled from your hip bones right here and here. You don't want to spill them. Keep drawing the belly button in. Again, like we did with those single leg circles, it's about how still you can keep the body while that leg is moving. Now can we speed it up a little bit? Forward and back. Yeah. That's going to feel harder to stabilize the body. You might also start to feel this in your glute knee, side of the hip. And you work wherever you need to, pound it out wherever you need to. It's not about how big the kick is. It's about how grounded you can stay in your body. Holding nice and still. Yeah. Bring it forward. Kick that leg forward. Do little pulses forward. 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 Flex the foot. Kick it forward. 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 I know. Little booty burn right here. Hold it. Draw little circles around. Extra bonus, bar bonus, oh. Yeah, circle other direction. Bucky loves a bar bonus. Pass 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes, bring it all the way down. Good. Teaser transition. Lay down onto your back. Reach the arms up towards the ceiling. Teaser, you curl yourself up, you try and lift the knees up to a tabletop position. Find that balance point on your tailbone like we did for rolling like a ball. Curling up, lifting the knees to that tabletop position, or full teaser, you can straighten the legs all the way out. Curl yourself all the way down. Try to keep the toes even with the nose, the whole way down. Heels hit when the head hits.
Sorry, just buttoning up my pants.
It's not that kind of video, Bucky. Although we probably will get a lot more views because of it. Reach your arms overhead. Curl yourself up. I mean, I know there's going to be some people excited about that. Okay, if you need to, grab onto the back of the legs and walk yourself up. Or grab back onto your towel and set it behind you to give you that little extra leverage. Keep breathing. Again, you can curl up into that tabletop position or into the full teaser position. Both are going to work the abs. Or you can just go back to that regular roll-up position. You choose what works best for your body. Control. If you feel aching in your lower back, take a little break. Try to need your abs. Just need a little rest. Last one. Curl yourself up or bring yourself up however you can. Hands go back behind you. Swivel the legs around. If you have tabletop, swivel them around. Super smooth transition move over to the other side. Rest head in the hand. Hand goes in front of your belly button. Lift the legs up and down. Big mermaid, merperson tail. Legs squeezing together. Squeezing into that oblique. Pulling the belly in. A lot of times when we lay on our side, we just let our belly hang out here. We gotta remember to keep it drawing in, keep those abs engaged. That little suck in of the belly and tuck under of the pelvis will help engage the obliques even more. And hold it up, float those toes forward, set them down on the mat, lift the top leg up, side kicks on the second side, point forward, flex back. Now notice if one side feels different than the other, really ground down through that floor leg. So we're not letting this leg move around at all. It's not shifting. Shoulders aren't shifting. Hips aren't shifting. I like to sometimes put my hand on this top hip to make sure it's not moving. If I reach my leg back too far, that's when I'm going to start to shift that hip. I want to keep it nice and still. Just go where your range of motion is. I'm not judging it, just honoring it. And then seeing if we can speed it up. Going forward and back. You know, synchronized Pilates. Keep pulling the belly in. Yeah. Almost there. Last one, hold it to the front. Little kicks. Kick, 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 kick. Flex the foot. Kick, 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 kick. Hold it, little circles around. Like you're wiping mud off of your heel. You're scraping it on something. Circle other way. Almost there. Can you circle a little bit higher? Last 3, 2, 1. Yes, release it all the way down. Little pound out, little shake of that glute. Woo! Laying on your back. One more time, curling all the way up into your teaser position. Reach the arms overhead. Re-engage to that 1, 2, 3. Suck the belly button down, lengthen the tailbone, draw the ribs in, sweep the arms around, pull the belly in. If you need to, grab onto the back of the legs to help lift yourself up or go to that bent knee position. Yeah, hold here. Can you lower one leg down and lift it? Other leg down, lift. I'll show you with those bent knees. You can also bring your hands back behind you. This is totally valid, still gonna work those abs. You can also come down to your elbows here. Just keep that pelvis tucked under, belly drawn in. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it, clasp the hands behind your back, hold over the leg, stretch. Woo. Still have a nice stretch, maybe flex the toes back. Yeah. Ooh. All right. Flipping yourself over into your quadruped. Bucky's gonna take it over again.
Push-ups.
Oh. See, these are his revenge ones.
All right, we're gonna warm up with some serratus push-ups, starting in quadruped. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips, but knees can be hip width apart. You're gonna go ahead and use midnight. You're gonna lower your chest down into the floor. Good. And then you're gonna push your chest as far away from the floor as you can. Good. And again, lowering down. Shoulder blades come together. And then you push your chest away. Your shoulder blades round to laterally to the sides. And repeat. This is working our serratus, which helps stabilize our shoulder. It's a, yep, it's not that complicated. It is. We're gonna do 3 more here. Inhale down, exhale up. Keeping that core pulled in, we're still pulling in, right? And good. All right, from here, come on down, come to the edge of the mat so you got room to keep your legs back. From here, you're gonna step back both of your legs into a plank position. Holding tight. We're just gonna hold a plank for a second. Pulling your core nice and tight. Good. And then we're gonna drop one knee and drop the other and rest. Let's repeat that. We're gonna do that in the fluid motion. We're step back, knee drop, knee drop. Here we go. Back, back, down, down. Let's do left, right, left, right, left, right, left, other way, and right. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Good. Let's shake this out. We're going to get ready for push-ups. We have a few options for push-ups. We can do rocking push-ups. So this is where your knees are down. And your knees are going to be a little bit wide. And you can just rock yourself down. You don't need to go down all the way. You can keep some space between you and the floor. Good. Lead with your chest. Squeeze your glutes, pushing your hips forward. Good. That's going to challenge you even more. Lower yourself down. Elbows go back out at a 45-degree angle. Good. There's multiple ways you can do this. Your elbows can be inward. That's I think that's what they say is the marine push-up. Elbows in.
Harder.
It's pretty difficult. You also can go elbows wide too. So your elbows are going to go out.
Those are the easiest for me.
Those people say that those are the easiest most of the time. Now you can there's no wrong out of these 3. There's no wrong way, but typically 45-degree angle will get you a nice shared work between those 2 extremes. Good. And if you are comfortable and you like to be on your feet, go ahead and step your feet back. Squeeze your legs together. Squeeze your glutes. Lower yourself down with control. Resting yourself up. And again, you don't need to go down all the way. We don't need to rest our chest down. And if we go down too far, we disengage our chest. And let's try to keep that chest engaged. Pulling up through your belly button. Make sure we're not disengaging your glutes. When you disengage your glutes, your butt's going to stick out. Go with that. If you need a rest, shake it out, shake it out. Keep those glutes engaged. What's that? Oh, okay. And let's go for 5 more. And 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Good. Bring yourself back. Shake out your arms. Give them a little shake. Do some of that hip hop penguin. You like these hip hop penguin?
It's a frequent flyer. Aerial dance. Throwback. Shout out. FFP.
Very good. We got some more variations of push-ups, but maybe we'll save that for another time.
Next week.
When
we're back here.
Tune in next time.
Same time, same place. I'm sure we're gonna be here still.
Wearing our
we are gonna be here still. Maybe different pajamas.
Maybe
next Thursday. Different jammies.
I know.
We'll have to see.
I might switch to shorts. I'm getting sweaty.
Alright, so put your hands down onto the mat. Tuck the toes under. Lift yourself up into a downward dog or meet me in forward fold, however you can. So if you can go through that downward dog, press the heels down, stretch your chest towards your shins, pull the belly in, shine the toes up towards the ceiling, walk the hands towards the feet, feet towards the hands, or again, however you can, end up in a forward fold. Slight bend in those knees. Decompress the spine. You can give yourself a gentle sway side to side. Feel gravity work in the opposite direction of your spine. This inversion therapy, really good for us. Get that blood flowing, gravity working in the other direction. Tuck the tailbone to curl up one vertebra at a time. It is the last thing to come up. Turn face towards me if you haven't already. Heels together, toes apart, Pilates V. Like first position, but a little more narrow, so you're really making a V shape. Draw the shoulder blades down, pull the belly in. Bucky's like, I'm out. Squeeze the glutes, lift up and lower down. Oh, adjusting the camera. Lift up, lower down. So little heel raises. Traditionally in Pilates, we always leave ourselves lengthened. We stand up in a postural ending, so you feel lighter and longer after you leave Pilates class. Lift the heels up, lift the arms up overhead, reach up through the crown of the head, lower the heels down. I always love ending with this one. Clasp the hands, pull them behind your head, boss pose. Open up the elbows, lift up through the heart. Keep the butt engaged, squeeze the cheeks, tuck the tailbone under, then imagine a string on your sternum lifting up towards the ceiling. Get that thoracic upper back extension. You're not arching your lower back, really just focusing on the upper back. Bra line up for those who know where that is. Good, stack the head back onto the spine. Keep facing this way, I'm going to show you. Take your fingers and put them behind your head at the base of your skull. Grab onto your head and lift it up. You're actually grabbing onto your skull and lifting it, floating it up off of your spine. Feel that length and pull, gentle, and working with the body, not against it. Keep that feeling of length as you float the arms up overhead. Last balance, lift up on the tippy toes, squeeze the glutes, lengthen. 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Nice work, Pilates peeps. Thank you so much. Again, I'm Midnight. This is Bucky. Way to go, Bucky.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was his first time teaching on these. He did great. Thanks for joining us on Jammy Thursday, and we'll be back here next week. Our schedule might shift a little bit for next week, but again, I'll show you these. I will have these uploaded on YouTube, Move with Midnight. And if anyone is interested in donating, great, but also please do not feel pressure to donate. I know a lot of us are in the same boat right now, out of work and without any paid time off or whatever, we're not salaried, anything like that. So, you know, just come move with us. Just move with us. We're just really happy to have you all here. Thank you so much, everyone, again, and hope to see you next time.
Later.